Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I'll be building Agora Model's 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake. It's a fantastic kit. I am on issue 3, stage 20, and I'm having a lot of fun because I'm working on the suspension right now. So if you haven't done so already, head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this build. And while you're there, check out the T800 Terminator. It's over 3 feet tall and it's fantastic. USA subscribers, now you get the opportunity to build this. They've had it over in Europe for a little bit, but now we can build it. So follow my build on the other videos on my channel for that kit. It's fantastic. I'm having a blast with it. Also, they are taking pre-orders for the Shelby Cobra 427 semi-competition. First time that car's ever been available in 1/8 scale. It's beautiful. Check that out over at Agora Models and pre-order that today. So without further ado, let's get started on stage 20.
Interesting thing about testing out high-performance automobiles is that you can only do it with top drivers who can take the cars right up to the maximum.
Welcome back. Here's the parts for stage 20, and it looks like we received the rear leaf spring, and like I was saying before, you're going to need a pair of good needle nose to assemble this. So let me take these out. We'll get a closer look at the parts. Here's a close-up of the parts we received with stage 20. Now this represents the left leaf spring. So we received the leaf spring itself, which is very nice. It's made of metal and does represent a leaf spring very well. Very nice there. We received the front shackle, which is this one here. It's a smaller one, and the rear shackle. We also received the spring plate, which is also made of metal. The shackles are plastic, and we received 2 pins, which we're going to use the needle nose pliers on, and MPO1 screws and MPO5 screws. I'll be right back. So just a little organization here with the spring. They tell us that the hole is closer to the front of the leaf spring, so you can see it's a lot further away from the back side. So this is the front shackle. It's a lot smaller than the other shackle, which is the rear shackle. Okay, so we're going to insert these shackles onto the springs, and they're simply just going to go down on that like that, and then we're going to insert our springs, our pins. Now the pins have a rough edge on them, and that rough edge needs to be inboard on the inboard side. So we'll figure that out here in a second. Remember that the front is closer to the hole on top here, so that would be the front, and the back is further away. You almost need like 3 hands to do this. It just makes it easier for me. So I'm going to install this on my bench vise. You'll find that on my Amazon store if you need one. I find it very handy. I just glued some foam to it so it doesn't damage the parts. And then we have 2 leaf spring shackles, and this shackle is the front one right here, and this one's the back. This one you got to be careful. We want to make sure it lines up with the frame when you go to install it on the chassis. So we have a pin, and you have the rough edge. You have a pin and you have the rough edge. It's going to go in on a certain way, so we're going to insert it from this side. Make sure it goes through the plastic okay. It does. Back it up a little bit, put it up in there, and insert it through. This is where you're going to need a good pair of needle nose pliers. Find those on my Amazon store too. And we're going to squeeze that through Squeeze that through here. Just like that. And it is in all the way. Okay, then we'll turn this around and do the other side. Turn this around like that. And I've got the floor pan or the chassis in front of me as a reference, so that way I know by looking at this, when this gets inserted inside, this is part of the frame right here. So that's going to go on just like that. I'm going to insert my pin in just a little bit there, like that. I just kind of put it in just for a little ways, line it up, feed it through, take our pliers and squeeze it through. A little more. There we go. And that's perfect right there. So the spring and shackles are fully installed, front one and the back one. Now we install the leaf spring onto the chassis, and that's simply, you want to make sure you have the front, which is this direction here, and the back. And with the back, you'll notice that the shackle does match up to the frame, the edge of the frame. So I'll insert this shackle in the back first. And the front. Just like that. Shackles in. And they want us to put 2 MP01 screws into these. So I'll turn this over. And one has to go here and one has to go there. This is a blast. I like this. So I'm holding it from the bottom. Do the other side. Do the back end. And that is in. And lastly, they want us to put the spring plate on top. The alignment pin here goes in just like that. And we put 2 MP05 screws into that. Hold it still. Pretty cool. And that completes stage 20, where we install the left spring fully. Looks very nice, very impressive, a lot of fun. Stay tuned for stage 21 and stage 22 coming a little later. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Also, head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.